Ultimately, every client has a story to tell. Sometimes they just need a little help figuring out how to tell it. And that's where we come in. We listen, we learn, we take the time to understand who you are and to find your voice. Because at Nvisionative, we believe it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Think about it. Even with all the incredible ways new technology allows your content to be delivered, the vast majority of your customers, your users, your target audience, they still crave good stories to keep them engaged and to help them discern precisely what information matters most to them. Like it or not, the fact remains that lasting brand relationships have and always will begin with an emotional connection. Yes, visuals matter. And on that front, we got you covered. But that emotional connection, that voice, your voice, that's the key to it all. It's how we're able to give shape to your story and clarity to your message. So what goes out the door is as reliable as it is relatable. Because at the end of the day, you're not just selling a product. You're selling a feeling, an emotion, a story that your customers will want to be a part of and hopefully share with others. And it's our job to make sure your voice is strong enough to tell that story loud and clear.
This is Bob. Bob wants to take his business to the next level. This is Ted. He does too. But unlike Bob, Ted knows that online customers are more inclined to watch a video than any other means of marketing, and 3 times as likely to share it on social media. So Ted called us at Nvisionative to create a custom animated whiteboard ad. Utilizing our creative team of artists, writers, and tech-savvy marketing specialists, we developed a fun and memorable script for Ted that was then translated into a broadcast-quality animated whiteboard ad. Way more effective than traditional print ads, whiteboard animation is an easy and affordable way to tell your company's story, maximize its online presence, and above all, increase sales. But don't take our word for it. Ask Ted. All right, unlike Bob, Ted's business is booming, and he's too busy to talk right now. So what are you waiting for? Call Nvisionative today and let us bring your story to life.
So my question is, how do I define great design? And that's such a big question since design includes so many areas. I think it's all about the people interacting with it, what we call the final user of a design. So the designer has to put themselves in the position of that user to know who these people are, more than just demographic. They really need to understand them as humans and be empathetic with any kind of specific needs that might come and don't minimize these needs. For that, we need space for design research. And research takes time in the process, I understand, but it tells you a lot of what you need to know. What are the things these users have facility or difficulty with? What are the problems they face now with their current experience that we can probably fix? A great tool for research is developing user journey maps, as we call, which help you go through the current experience to uncover current pain points and even new opportunities for improvement. So addressing these pain points properly can really set the final design apart from the competitors. Also, this is something personal, as I know many people don't pay attention to this part, but for me, it's really important to design for all people, and that's what we try to do here at Nvisionative. That means we try to stay away from gender bias and stereotypes, always making sure I am thinking about people with other accessibility needs. They are different than my needs, and being attentive to issues of race and color as well. So don't design for myself, design for the other. Believe me, your final users will notice, and they will reflect on how your brand or your services is seen. you want to make sure your values are aligned with your users' values. And that's something really important that I noticed some designers don't go so deep into that. I guess summarizing, more than just having a design that looks great and it's pleasant to the eyes, a great design is the one that cares about its users and does not contribute to exclusion or any kind of prejudice whatsoever.
How do I protect my web designs while providing an optimal user editing experience? Well, to start with, we have to have a good tool set to build from. This allows us to rapidly come up with solutions to problems as well as incorporate solutions we've already developed in the past. On top of this, we will need a well thought out website. This website needs to have good content, it needs to have all of its content, and it needs to have a good user experience planned from the start. Not just the end user, but also the user who is editing the website. By using that along with our tool set from before, we can create a beautiful website that is focused on the end user, but also has a good editing experience for the user themselves, without allowing or enabling access to features and other things that a typical user might present opportunities for them to mess up the design or mess up code sections. We limit their ability, but while still providing everything they need to properly customize their website.
What sets nvisionative apart from other agencies? I would say the way that we started, and that is being a technically driven company that also has the creative branding side of the company. So when Dave and I came together as the two principals of this agency, that's what we brought to the table. He brought the technical, innovative side. I brought the creative branding and marketing side. And that's just evolved in a huge way over the years. So, we're always looking for the big idea. That's what we're always thinking about. But number one for any of our clients is the brand. And I think, if you start a project, whether it's technical or creative, the brand that's in the forefront of everything that we do. So when the technical team is working on a project, the creative team is in there and we're giving our input because we're thinking of the holistic picture of what this company is, who they are, what they are about, and what is their brand trying to become. And I think that really, it benefits our clients because one, it's under one roof. So we're in tune with each other. The creative side is always pushing the technical side to push the envelope for an idea that's going to push the brand forward. But at the same time, the technical side is always training and teaching the creative side what the realm of possibility can be from a technical standpoint. So we are, as a branding team, we are always thinking about that from our marketing initiatives on, what is possible? What could we do? If we were given the opportunity to create a mobile app for this brand, how could it work? And what could it accomplish for the brand and the client? And I think that gives us an edge when it comes to relationships because it allows us to truly partner with our clients. They don't always realize how good we are at both sides of the coin. And I think when they discover that, whether they're starting out as a website client and they have no clue what we can do from a branding perspective, they eventually learn that we're already thinking of those things when we're working on the website internally. And so it just makes more sense because now we come to them with more ammunition when it's about how we can improve their brand and their brand awareness and their brand image. So I think it's just a holistic approach that we have. We don't have to sub out. We have all the internal pieces. We are thinking about UX when we're designing, and the technical team is thinking about branding when we're developing. So I think it's a great approach for an agency, and I think it's not the norm, and I think that's what stands out about us compared to other agencies.
Why nvisionative? We like to think of nvisionative as the place where creativity meets innovation. Many times those big ideas come along, but without a strong technical solution undergirding that idea, sometimes the marketing effectiveness can be lost. Likewise, sometimes the strong technical solution is the driving force behind a project. However, without approaching that project with a marketing mindset, it could be for naught. We love attention to detail, and we have a strong commitment to timely and effective communication. Not only do we serve direct to client, but we also work with other agencies. We love to support your team in meeting the needs of your client. So let nvisionative help bring your vision to fruition.